Yo. Oh, just noticed my nails match. Yeah, still unpacking the house. Still haven't found the camera stick. I know what box it's in. It's in a box that has like some shelving in it for the home office. However, I haven't found that box yet. Meanwhile, we have a box. This is the belated July box, because they had some issues with a couple of the gifts not getting here on time. There was a delay in shipping anyway for a couple items. So, and I already got notice today that the August box is on its way here in the next few days. So let's crack into this one, shall we? I'm actually kind of looking forward to this one because it's a theme I really like. So we got Against All Odds, and when I say theme, I mean like, I don't know, all the Paris stuff, World War II stuff, mystery stuff. Have I said stuff yet enough for you to be annoyed yet? Anyway, okay, so we have our sticker, Stolen Life of Colette Marceau. We have our bookmark. It is in the times of greatest danger that we must summon our greatest courage. I actually really like this print too. This is really pretty. So and then we have our matching art plate, which I have to figure out where that box is as well. Oh, and we don't have a letter on the back of it for the first time in a while. Okay. I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'm just surprised. Oh, what do we got? Well, essentially we have an ad for a song at Dead Man's Cove. So, and then we have our papers. I think what I really like about this is the gradient coloring in the flowers there. That's really just pretty. So, oh, they printed it backwards. Normally we have the extra pieces, the questionnaire with the author, whatever you want, over here, and then the discussion questions over here, and they've printed it backwards this time. Okay. So, we have 4 gifts, 63, 82, 288, and 357. And then we have the real Robin Hood, the subject of ballads, books, and films. Robin Hood is proven to one of popular culture's most enduring folk heroes. So let's see, which one are they counting this time? Oh, they're not mentioning who. Oh, they're just talking about the folk hero this time, not the actual dude. Okay. Well. Yeah, well, Robin Hood is Scottish. Put it to you that way. Ooh, and we got a recipe. Colette's Dijon chicken. I'll have to add that to the binder. So, and yes, as you've noticed, this is not the home office because I didn't feel like being up there. Actually, feeling quite tired. So I thought if I did this in the front room, or I guess living room, I would not feel as tired. But that is very clearly a lie. So, alright. Anyway, moving on. So, let's see. 357. That sounds like jewelry. For that size, sounds like a bracelet. Or maybe a pair of... Actually, we've got all sorts of dangle earrings on the box cover. It might be a pair of dangle earrings. 288. Oh, that's kind of... It's not heavy. I do like the box, though. It's very pretty. I can definitely hear, like, some foam inside. Well, okay, maybe not foam, but I don't know what it is. It's not like heavy. It's pretty lightweight, but it's not like... not totally lightweight. So, sorry. Page 63. This feels... I hope I didn't accidentally do a thing. Since I know there's a button here, I'm willing to bet this is probably a lipstick. Just guessing. I mean, we've got the whole Paris theme. We've got some potential jewelry, whatever that may be. And then this feels like lipstick. And there's a button up here, and I want to make sure I don't actually press it, because if it is, then it's going to get all over the bag. Oh. Sorry, I just picked up the book, but we'll go back to that in a second. Okay. Now this is actually a little bit heavier. This sounds like it's a notebook or something. Okay. Well, and then give me 1 second to open up the book, because they plastic wrapped it. But they did edging and all sorts of stuff, so hold on. All right, now I'm back. Okay, so hardcover. I do like this cover, though. I do like this very much. And here's what I was talking about. We got some very, very pretty framed art type edging. And by that, I mean, you know, like if you go look at a really nice gold frame for a watercolor painting or something in a gallery or a museum, and you will see this framed, this type of framing with the swirls on the inside, and then what's supposed to kind of look like beading on the outside. It looks exactly like a picture frame. So I'm now, very pretty. No double cover, but the inside is just as pretty as the outside. Okay, so let's see what this story is all about, since we didn't have an author letter. Colette Marceau has been stealing jewels for nearly as long as she can remember. Sorry, had an itch on my wrist. Pardon me. I am so sorry, you guys. All right. Following the centuries-old code of honor instilled in her by her mother Annabelle, take only from the cruel and unkind and give to those in need. Okay, so now we understand why they were talking about folk hero Robin Hood. Never was their family tradition more important than 7 decades earlier during the Second World War, when Annabelle and Colette worked side by side in Paris to fund the French Resistance. Don't ask me why I did that. I just did. But one night in 1942, it all went wrong. Annabelle was arrested by the Germans. Colette's 4-year-old sister, Liliane, disappeared in the chaos of the raid, along with the exquisite diamond bracelet sewn into the hem of her nightgown for safekeeping. Oh, maybe 357 is a bracelet. A nice little shiny bracelet. Soon after Annabelle was executed, Liliane's body was found floating in the Seine. Oof. Terrible death for a 4-year-old. But the bracelet was nowhere to be found. 70 years later, Colette, who has redistributed $30 million in jewels over the decades to fund many worthy organizations, has done her best to put her tragic past behind her, but her life begins to unravel when the long-missing bracelet suddenly turns up in a museum exhibit in Boston. If Colette can discover where it has been all this time and who owns it now, she may finally learn the truth about what happened to her sister. But she isn't the only one for whom the bracelet holds answers, and when someone from her childhood lays claim to the diamonds, she is forced to confront the ghosts of her past as never before. Against all odds, hence our theme, there may still be a chance to bring a murderer to justice, but first Colette will have to summon the courage to open her own battered heart. I don't know how I feel about that last sentence, but you know, the rest of this is very, very pretty. Oh, if you do good in the world, it might just be possible to turn back the darkness. This is very pretty. You know, and we have some other books like this from Once Upon a Book Club. You know, we got the murder book from June. Murder at Gull's Cove or whatever. That one, they did a custom cover and edging and stuff like this. Its own custom edition. There was the one from Mother's Day last year about golfing. They did their own for it. There's a couple other ones. I'm curious what the actual cover for this novel looks like, but maybe next time I go to Barnes & Noble, I look it up. And I'm only opening the book so I can see how many pages it is. Okay, that's acknowledgements. That's acknowledgements. Author's note. Author's note. 359 pages. So, it's going to go on the waiting list. I just finished off The City Inside, which is a really good novel, but it's very depressing. Because it's, futuristic and dystopian. So, I used it as number 19 on the Reading 40 challenge for a book that happens on a different continent than your own. I would consider India different than the United States. So yeah, now I'm starting. Well, I've got 2 books I can do. And both of them are on my 40 list. One's a biography, the Jeremy Renner biography. It's very short. I also feel really bad because when I moved, I accidentally broke the front cover of the book, so it doesn't lay flat anymore. I was in a hurry and I threw it in one of the drawers of my nightstand, with pajamas and that kind of stuff, and somehow it got caught in the drawer itself and broke the front cover. So, that poor book. And then the other one, is The Lost Bookshop by Evie Woods. I don't remember what position I put that one in, but both of them are on my 40s. I might be able to find a spot for this one on the 40s, but still, I really love this edging. This is really beautiful edging. So, and the other book I just bought, that is also set in Paris, also set in World War II. World War II, right? Yep, World War II. Also has some beautiful edging. Last Night in Paris or something like that. But it's got the Eiffel Tower printed on the side of the pages. So, looking forward to getting into that as well. Because I think now that the unpacking process is slowing down from moving a month and a half ago, I'm finding more time to read. So, that's a bonus. But anyway, that's all I got for you today. What's coming up next? Well, I already told you the August box is probably on its way here in the next couple of days. I think it just shipped today, actually. And then we have the September box coming. We have the 3rd volume of the Four Winds series by Alexandria Warwick coming. I'm really looking forward to that because those are beautiful editions. So I'm really looking forward to being able to paw all over that book. We have the October book box. We have the Halloween Magic book box. So that one is the rom-com book box rather than the other one. And yeah, I don't think we're doing any other additional mystery boxes for right now because I have a bunch of industry certifications I have to pay my renewal dues for. And I haven't finished off the forms, so maybe the office will pay for it instead. But Anyway, you poor people have had to listen to me yawn so much in this video. So I think I'm just gonna go make myself some quick dinner and probably call it a super early night. Um, I didn't even have like a super hard day at work. I'm just really, really tired. And it's been raining here off and on all day, so that doesn't really help my mode. But yeah. So anyway, I will talk to you guys later. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I'll see you in a few days when the next box gets here. Bye!